Everybody, ProTrader Mike, founder of Mojo Day Trading. Very nice to meet you all. Thanks for taking your time and sharing it with myself and the team here today. Thanking Anka and David for the presentation they brought, and the team of pro traders that are revealing their golden nuggets of things that they've learned to you all. Hopefully it's resonating with a lot of you, and I'll give you a little presentation about what I do and my favorite indicators. And right now you should be seeing my platform with my trading platform. This is one of them that I use for day trading. It's all point and click. You could see the buttons, the buy and the sell, these big ones right here at the top. Let me start the laser pointer so you could see. Okay. So right here, it does work. I don't know how to change the size. So right here you have the limit, the buy and the sell. Then you have the market buy and the market sell. These are market orders. And then if you're short, you can cover the position with cover the market. Let's see if I can remove this now. What if I hit escape? How do I remove the writing, guys? I wanted to find the laser pointer. It's on annotate. You guys know how to get rid of that?
Hey, Mike. Sorry, I've never used the drawing controls on here. Is that it's part of the Zoom system that you're using, right?
Right on the dash, it says annotate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me try this.
I should know that, but I've just never had to use it myself.
I use it quite often.
I got it. It says up top, a thing popped up top. It said clear.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I could see here, this is what I was looking for. So I have a, where is the laser pointer?
I've never used a laser pointer before. I've used the drawing tools, but not the laser pointer.
Okay. No problem.
While you were drawing, we could see, your cursor. So that might work for what you were needing.
So I'll just get rid of this. So I'll just follow my mouse. So Loretta, this is just the trading platform, very similar to a lot of other ones. I've had these hotkeys made especially for the way I trade, where if I like the stock, I can just click this 100 and it'll just buy 100 shares. And if I like it, I could buy 200 or 500. That's usually how I scale into a position. I take an entry and I buy once with 100. And then if it's confirming in my favor, I'll buy the 2 and the 5. I'll get up to 1,000 shares. And then once it's running, I can either get on the ask, let's say CGC, I have this stock right here, and it shows you I do have a position in it right now. I have 800 shares at $16.60. It shows you P&L's up 4 cents, $36. I have $13,000 in that trade. Tilray, I have 1,000 shares at $6.60 is the price, up 13 cents. And ACB, which is Aurora Cannabis, all these picks came from the Mojo chat room today, at $9.71, up 9 cents. So let's say I wanted to sell 500 shares of this Tilray. I can come up here and I just double click on the Tilray symbol. It'll load up in this, what's called the level 2. And then I click on the ask is 675. I can go 676, 77, 78. Let's say I want to sell some at 84. I can click 84. I put this down to 500. That would be half the position. I come over here to sell and I click sell. If this goes to 84, I will be sold at 84. And that's how I trade with the system. It's real nice. It's all point and click. And day trading is done according to price and volume, whereas swing trading is done according to fundamentals and technicals. So let's go over and speak about some of on the day trading side and the differences. So you'll see the time frame, the style on day trading and swing trading is the first is the time frame. The time frame is going to be 1 day, 6.5 hours to trade. And I got a couple of tips in my class. I'm teaching a new boot camp tomorrow night. It's a 4-day boot camp from 8 to 10 p.m. I'll be live for 2 hours like I'm speaking now, sharing my screen and teaching traders my methodology and my system. And I'm going to do it for 4 days, 2 hours from 8 to 10 p.m. It's an excellent class, and there's a great link that's going to be offered at the end, a huge discount from my normal price for traders that want to attend that class. It is a full class, but I would be willing to take in some more traders. The time frame for day trading, the tip is 5 minutes. Write it down, guys. If you're in a trade longer than 5 minutes, the odds on it working in your favor have gone down 50%. If you're in a trade for 15 minutes and it hasn't gone in your favor, move on. The trade's probably not going to work. So you want to be in and you want to be out. The speed is fast. The swing trading, you're usually in from days to weeks to even months. Could be even in for a year on a swing trade if it keeps on going. So it's a different time frame. And it's slow. It's not fast. There's no rushing involved. The attention frame for day trading, you really need to focus. And in swing trading, you can relax. Compounding your money and your profits is much greater in day trading and much less in swing trading. And charts, we don't use any charts in day trading. It's all price and volume. And in swing trading, yes, we use charts. So you have to decide which one you want to do, day trade or swing trade. And I'll show you right here with this Tilray, as a matter of fact. Like, it doesn't matter what the stock is. Could be Apple, Tilray, doesn't matter. So what we're doing is we're creating Tesla, could be Tesla. I could show you on, everyone loves Tesla. I'll show you on Tesla today. So let's expand this out right here. And I'll show you right here on Tesla. Ooh, I got the drawing tool up nicely now. It's easy. So let's go with this thick line. And we'll put it in white. So right here, check this out. So here's the ladder. How about yellow? No, it's not doing it. One more try. I got it. Okay, so let's try this. So here's the ladder. Let me make this bigger. That's just the volume and the stochastics. We could minimize this a little bit. We want to keep the volume there. All right, so let's look at some of these indications, some of my favorites. So with what we're doing here is simply drawing the ladder. And the ladder actually is pretty wide. We could start it from here. That's 63, 65, 59. You can see all the little grid lines. That's 67. That's 70. That's 73. This is 83. This is 93. And this is 97 at the top. So it went from 497 to 451. Look at that, Mojo traders. Stopping station, 451, huh? Coincidence, right? Oh. Coincidence, 451 to 497. That's amazing. It's one of the things I teach, that things always stop at 50 and they bounce back up. So here you have the volume, which was the biggest move, came in right here. So as the volume escalated, this went higher and higher. So let me clear these pants. Tool's really bad, but it's okay. Just gotta get used to it. I'm closing this platform because whenever I look at the trading, it just distracts me. What I wanted to do today is go into my greatest trades folder. This is a accumulation of just all the greatest trades that I've done throughout the years. And why are they so great? Let's look at AAL, Kava, Works, Tesla, all these. Okay, here's a 100-point drop on Tesla. So if you look at this, Tesla had a move right here from 2165. Right here is 2200. This is the biggest mark. 2200. And it could be played either way, long or short. This is the biggest mark right here, 2250. It doesn't matter if it's a $22 stock, just put a decimal point in there, guys. Instead of 2200, it's 22. It's 2165. It's 2250. Right there is 2300. So from a day trader standpoint, it's a dream. Right here, I'll change the color to red at 2195, right under this even number of 2200, whether it's 2195 going through 22 or 2195 going up through 22, and or you could play it down through the even number as it goes from 2220 to 10 to 05. 05 is the same as 95 on the upside. You're playing it up at 95 and down at 05. Right through this number. And this is where you're taking profits. You're doing it again through this number. And here you're taking profits on the long and short side. You're doing it again here. You're taking profits above and below on the long and short side through each of these key points. Everything else in between is not as accurate. But if you trade just through these whole numbers, right at the 95 as they go up through them, and at the 05 as they're running down underneath them, you'll score tremendously. Let's see. So right here, it went 2215 right here. So let's change the color to pink. So right here was 2215. Let's say you're going to catch it through the 20. That's this bar right here. So you're going to catch it at 2220. And you got it at 19. And then it runs through. This one just keeps on going. You're going and going, going. You ran right up to 85. So depending upon where you would have gotten in through the even number for the great print, it ran 60 points for you on the upside. And then on the downside, you timed it. This is where I shorted it. And let's look at a bunch of charts and see if they do that. So let's look at Kodak. Kodak, you played it long through the even number. You never knew. Okay, you're watching Kodak. Let's be serious through the day. You're a trader. CODX is right here. Let's put it in pink. And look, it makes this is the 2-minute bar. It makes a nice run up. You're like, oh, cool. But then it dumps all the way back down. You're like, what a piece of crap. It never works for me. Always me. As soon as I buy it right here, it always goes down, right? Always goes down. But then it started to work. This is where it crossed. I teach this in my class. It's a timing factor. See that cross right there where the red crossed the green? On the stochastics, that's a huge buy. And then right here is what I call the chair lift. And you're just going to ride this chair lift up because there's a big separation between the red. It's called a rail grind. We're on the chair lift, like on the mountain where you go skiing. And you're just riding this chair lift. Once it crosses 80, this is you're in amazing zone land. So right here, as long as it stays above 80, you're going to ride it all the way to the right. And you're going to keep on going to the right. As soon as it breaks below 80 on this line where the red goes underneath 80, which would be about right, I'll do it in lime green, right here. So this red has to go down. You would be out. But as long as it stays above here, you stay in the stock. It's called my rail grind. One of the things I teach in this course. Because how do you know the stock was going to go from here, 19, we got in at 17. How did you know it was going to go to 50? You never would have guessed in a million years that would have went to 50. But if you followed what I teach, not looking at anything on any charts, because everything that you do here on the bottom, hold on a second. Everything that you do here on the bottom has to be in that 100 crossed right there. I'll take another entry, 200. Now it's confirming higher, and I go 500, 500. So now I'm in a position, and then you just ride that baby above 80%. Now you're staying in it, you're staying in it, you're staying in it. Who knows ever it was going to go through any of these numbers? This is a Marabuzu candle, closed at the top, no wick, no wick, no wick, halts trading, halts trading. This was CODX a couple of weeks ago. We nailed in the Mojo day trade room. How in the world, there's no technical indicator ever that would tell you the stock's going to go from 17 to 50 in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes. But it did. How would you know to stay in the most of it? By doing this rail grind chairlift. Let's look at some more. Show you another beauty. MCRB, same exact thing. So this was last couple weeks ago. MCRB, same exact chart, same winner. You want to look at the winners because how you're going to know when a winner happens. Look at crossed STO right there. So you want to come in on a position right here. You want to add up on the first green bar. You're fully in on this thing, and now you ride the chairlift up. Everyone's got their you're in, you're in, you're in, you're in, you're in, you're in, you're in. It's at a 97%. Keep it above 80%. Look, stock went from 19 to 31. So you would get 1,000 shares on that, 500 shares on that. That's a 12-point winner. How would you have known to stay in for all those amount of points? By doing the chairlift rail grind. Watching the price, buying it right under the even number of 21. Stock went to 31. Let's look at DWT. Oh, that's a futures trade. Let me look over here. Got a lot of profit ones. How about right here, GNCA, Heinz 12. So GNCA, we buy it right here. At $7, breaking right there. Volume comes in. There's your chairlift up. There's your 80% line. And this thing just rode all the way up to $11.61 from $7.80 straight off the bat. And then it went to 12, $11.60. GNCA straight up in the Mojo day trading room, now 12. And that happened at 8:46 a.m. Traded 1.8 million shares. Winner after winner. What about this one? Yes, 5% rail grind for 100% winner. See, I even wrote it in the Mojo room. Everything I tell you guys is what we're actually doing live. So let's get another pen up here. Let's blow this baby up. There's me going yes. So this thing went through $1. This chart right here on this circle where I bought it right here is $1. We're looking for it to touch 11. We have this thing called touchy 11. If it touches 11, it should rip. And it touched 11 and it went right up. Rail grind. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in the rail grind. It's staying above this percent the whole way. And we rode it all the way up to $2.23 from $1. So it went from $1 to $2, 100% move in less than 30 minutes on the open. FTFT was the symbol. And the time was 9:14 a.m. A 5-minute rail grind for 100% winner. Sick. How about another chart I could pull? Here's Apple. Gonzo eating up Apple. Here's another one. This was on in the afternoon. This was Apple. I can't even see what it's going at, but it really doesn't matter because you have the volume right here. You got a V-band break right here and moves up into rail grind. It was sold right there. It crossed back through, which was the sell right here. Then you did a buy off the bottom right here, the 3-bar bottom. It rode up all the way again into rail grind. And it stayed all the way up there until right here, which was right there. And you caught a huge move following the stochastics, my favorite indicator, day trading, telling me how long I should stay in the stock for when it's up here and when I should go in and buy the stock when they're down here. I bought it here off this dip. See that? It rides up. You buy here off this dip down here. It rides up. Some great indicators. How about this one? CLWT from 6 to 750 in the Mojo day trading room. Let's see. CLWT. So here's the move on the chart. 10. This is $3.50. This is $4. This is $5. We got it at $6. So this is $5.50. This is $6. It went to $7.50. But you could see here the V-band break and the volume. So right here is the bottom. You're riding that baby up. This is 80% and it stays above there and it goes all the way up. It's every single time. This is and you'll see that all off the open in 15, 20 minutes, every one of these things. When you're trading, the biggest move is right off the open. Marabuzu means the candlestick closes at the top with no wick. The next one's going higher. Same thing on the reverse side with red. Here's, let's see a couple other ones here. Amrin. Oh, this is a good example right here. Amrin. So Amrin right here, you got a Marubozu bar right there. So here's a Marubozu bar, no wick, Marubozu bar, no wick. They all go higher. Here's another one. And this is early in the morning. This stocks at 3, stocks at 4, stocks at 5, stocks at 6. So let's say you're playing it through HEINZ 7. You missed a bunch of these. It goes through 7, goes right all the way up to here, which is 10. And here's the trade. You could buy in right there on the bottom as your chairlift up. Here's 80% right here, as long as it stays above that line. And it stayed above there until right here, which is right there on that red bar. So you would have been in it right here on this X, and you would have been out of it part right there, part 1. Then it went higher, still stayed in there. You would have sold part 2 right there on this yellow right here, part 2 on this drop. So you would have rode this baby from 11 on the out to 7 on the way in, selling half in the middle. Why? Because you followed the rail grind. It happens every single time. I've been doing this for, it's the same chart. Go and look at all the big winners today and yesterday on all your charts, guys. It's the same thing. Look here, HEAR, another big, they're all the same. So this is a daily chart. They happen on the daily too. Doesn't have to be day trading. Same fundos. That means fundamentals. So you have a break right here, big spike right here, but it actually did a break on a Marubozu bar right there was the buy. See that? Closed Marubozu and continued. Stock went right there from 5 to 8. That's a daily chart from April to May. I want to look at more day trading ones though. Here's BIOC. V-band break called in the Mojo room. So right here, 33 center. Doesn't matter if it's 3,000 or 33 cents. They all do the same thing. So here's a V-band break right here. You have a V created, bought in down here. You're in the beautiful rail grind, right above 80%, and just let this baby ride. 36 cents. Stock's going to 50. You're in at 30. That's it. As soon as it breaks this 80%, get out. Who knows when it breaks the 80%? What you need to do, and I teach in the course, I'll give you a little tip. Write this down. If you're in the stock longer than 10 minutes in a rail grind, switch from the 2 or 5 minute chart to the 15-minute chart. And the rail grind will just be heading up into the 80%. Then you can ride it out a lot longer. Some of these stocks can go all day long. This stock can go to $2.36. You'd be like, damn, I sold it at 60. Well, if you switch from the 5 to the 15-minute and kept the rail grind up, it stayed there all day long. Like the weeds are doing right now. Here we go. Cara, same thing. Everyone dancing in the Mojo room. Holy moly. You got a big move in volume coming up right here. I could tell you right now what's happening on the V-band. Watch. From watching the last couple. Look. Stock's moving up right here. Let's make believe this is the bottom of the chart. Right here in that circle is where I bought in on the V. Right there on the bottom. She did a little dip. Now it's moving. So it's moved up over 80%. This is the 80% line. Right now at 1463, I'm going to let that baby ride. As soon as it breaks this line, I'm going to sell half of it. And if it keeps on going lower, I'm out. But if it rides back up, we'll see how much more we can get out of it. Stock can go. Who knows what it can go to? It can go to 50, just like CODX did. Who knows what they do? You let the stocks tell you. You don't tell the stocks what to do. Here's Atos. Beauty. Atos right here. Look at this one, 55 cents. And I already drew it. Look, I already drew it for you. Check this one out. So this is Atos right here. You got a 55-cent move right here on the bottom. That's where we're buying it right here. It does a spike. Okay. Comes up into rail grind right here at 80%. Sold half right here because it did a dip and then wrote out the rest. And it went from 55 cents to 85 cents. That's almost 100% move. It's the same every time. It's the same every time. Got a little entry. She rode up. You sold a little bit, which was right here. You might have bought that back when it dipped, rode it back up, and there you go. You're off to the races. This thing can keep on going here. Things could go to $1. I didn't have any of these like pre-made. Here's 100%er. 1,000% win. Wow. In the Mojo room, 1,000% win, guys, on when I was trading Bitcoin, PTOP, which is, I think, some peer-to-peer company. And look, it did this was on the daily. This was a daily move. Amazing. Right here, Marabuzu has a wick, but it kept on going. This one stayed up above. 1,000% winner in the Mojo room. What are the ones I got down here? Hemp. Here we go. This was hemp. This was in November. We bought hemp right here to see what the weeds would do. We bought it, based out, based out, based out. Here's your move right here. Finally started to work in September. Sold half up here. Did a rail grind. This is on the daily. Look at the volume come in. Above 80% on the daily. Did a V-band break. Marabuzu. This was a huge, huge winner. Happens on all kinds of stocks. How about... So I showed you those. How about this works? Here's the 2-minute bar. And this was the other day. So this was in the pre-market right here. It made a move. It's an easy one. So it already displayed that it made a move. The market opened up right here. So you could see whatever this is right here, guys, in this circle is where this went like this. And it went down. So you're going to scale in 1, 2, 3 right here off the bottom. And we picked it right there at $1.85 to go in, adding at $1.95 to head through 2. And if it does, it's a huge, huge trade for you. Huge trade. So as it goes from 205 to 215, picture where the STO is in the rail grind, dude. Here's the line. We're probably at 93% on the STO at 215. Then it does this little red 1 bar. So it probably goes from 93 to 87, still above 80. Then it continues higher, goes back to 93, 94, 95, above that line on the STO. And it continues to go into 259. And at that particular point, probably headed back down towards the line on the stochastics, my favorite indicator, to keep you up in the stock as well. And you wrote it through MIN-HEINZ 2, through the magic number of 2, which I told you, you're buying it right under that number, right along the price ladder, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. Thank you. Payday from 2 to 250. That's how it works. Here's SRNE. Amazing. Look at this one. This was a couple weeks ago. Same thing. Look at the stochasticals. Love the stochasticals. Look right here. This is a beauty. Beauty from Maruti. Look at this one. Ooh, look at this. This is a beauty. So this went down here like this. I cut it off there, but you see this little dip down here. And then you got in right at 5. as it's breaking 5, which is this bar right here. So at 5, you ride that baby up. Look at that chairlift. Beautiful separation. You have no worries. No worries the whole way up. Right now, you're at 85. Now you're at 92. Look at it. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da. All the way up to 867. Look at this powerful rail grind. You were in it the whole entire time. From 5 to 850. Who would have known that? You always say, dude, how do I hit these stocks that go up 3 points and I stay in? Well, it traded 254 million and it went according to the same principles over and over, going through the even number into rail grind, let it ride. Thank you. And that's what you do right there. On the day trading side, I got a folder of swing trades. Let me see some winners. Here's my swings, dude. Look at all these swings I got. Winners after winners. Let's see what the winners in the swings look like. HGLI. One of my favorite indicators on the swing chart right here. This is swing trading. This is a longer term. So I'm not looking at any STO or nothing like that. I'm just looking at a pattern, which on this, I'll draw it in this box, is a base breakout right in here to go through the 64 right there. Did it do that? It did. This was picked on August 2nd at 33 cents, and it went and tested that 64. Hancock Jaffe. Let's look at GEVO. So GEVO, same thing, was picked August 2nd. Look, base breakout right here. Low is 46. So where are you going to go? It's at 55. Your risk is 46. So you got 9 cents of risk. Your upside's $1.50. It went to 210. So your risk in this base breakout with increased earnings estimates right here in that black box. So the analysts are telling me, dude, next year in 2021, this company is going to go from a loss of $1.38 to a loss of 39. Oh, that's big. And they have a small float, 14 million. So these is what I look at on the swing side, my favorite indicators. And this thing should be shooting a lot higher. And it went to $2. That pattern, let's see if that pattern holds. So here's a couple of more winners. You have a DSKE. Let's see if this pattern holds. Black box. So you have a down here, 86. So it can fall from $1.34 to 86, but we wanted to go test 2 and go bang these. You have increased earnings estimates going from a loss of $4 to a loss of 6 cents to a loss of 9. It's fundamentally are my indicators, fundamentals of the company, 64 million in the float, 17% owned by funds with a 53% increase in that top circle right there of increase in volume, 618,000 versus 405. This stock went up huge, DSKE. I wouldn't mind taking a look at where some of these are right now, as a matter of fact. Because they were just recent picks, you know what I'm saying? So DSKE, recent pick, is $6.15. Where did I pick it? I picked it right here in April at $1.34. So it's up to 6. Pretty good. Then you got another one. How about these are all winners. Rail, Sino, IRSDW, Verb, QMU, WSTL, Boxel. Everyone sees Boxel all day long, right? Here's Boxel at $1.06. East Boxel was up there today. 127% increase in their earnings, in their volume from 2.8 million versus 1.2. They 15% increase there, 14% increase there, 15% increase there. Float 14.5, small, and I like it. Increased estimates this year. They're already telling me it's going to be great. They have a new CEO right there. And it already went to go test. We're going to go test 202. Boxel. Boxel's big. Let's see what Boxel's at. And this is called the Ken Slim System, guys, by William J. O'Neill that I'm talking to you about. I was going to get to that in 1 second. So I'll show you on the next chart how it breaks down. Boxel's at $1.72 from $1. Another couple of big winners down here. How about WISA, 10X, YCBD, Sandile was on there today. Moderna. These are all during the COVID. DVAX. You want to see NVAX, dude? Want to see this one? Look at this. Let's look at NVAX. Why did I pick NVAX? Same thing, right? Same as the other ones. Look, it looks exactly the same. Base breakout, right? Trading at 485, 462% increase in volume at 3.6 million, 26 million in the float. Increased estimates for the next 2 years, going from a loss of 99 to a loss of 5 to a loss of $3. So it's called the Ken Slim System. The C is for current earnings per share and the sales. I already know they're going to be big because the analysts are telling me they're increased. Going from $9 to $5 to $3 is a 100% increase if they follow that system of sales and their earnings. So that's the C and the A, and it's called Ken Slim. So it's C, current earnings, A, annual sales, N is something new, SLIM. The N is a new. What's new about this company? Well, on 11/29 of 2019, I wrote one way up through the $5 mark. So we're going to go 485, 490, right through the 5, one way only. Once above that, we're going to hold it forever because the sky's the limit. Because we don't know in rail grind how high it can go. Looking for a move up through the $5, starting at 485, 90, adding, I told you, 90, 95, and 97. Float 26 million. You know what NVAX is right now? NVAX from 485. See, that's why you don't know where they go. You got to hold them. It's $109 per share. Last week, it was $140 per share. Still in rail grind. I have slow settings on the stochastics. I got slow settings. And that's the Ken Slim action with the Ken Slim. And in my newsletter, they're all based on the Ken Slim system. Let me see if I have another nicey one. Yeah, how about I have a specialization in smaller price stocks that have a certain float, that have a certain size and characteristics in my own proprietary knowledge base that I've built for 25 years on these Ken Slim stocks that make them winners for me. Here's my model portfolio right now. What we got. Right here. So if you're a member of the newsletter, you get access to this model portfolio. Dow's down 207 now to 28,643, guys. The S&P's up 1 to 3510, and the Nasdaq's up screaming 108 to 11,800. This is the model stocks that I have in the portfolio, all Ken Slim based. Right here. So if you look at, still loading. There we go. So it's loaded. On the bottom is months and month after month of One of the greatest months was July. We averaged 41.96 on 59 trades. See the month before. We averaged 51% in June, and in May, 45, and in April, 20. So this is when it started, in April. No, actually in March, maybe, with the COVID. 33%. February was 56. So in February, we nailed AGRX from $1.35 to $4.55. AGRX. Let me look at the chart on AGRX. Why was it a huge winner? It was in the 329 newsletter. No, it was traded right here in the Mojo room at $1.35. That's what it looked like in the morning. 202,000 shares, AGRX. The stock went to $4.55. Another big one was COCP. COCP. Right here. It went in the Mojo room. You could see the V-band spike. Imagine the stochastics, guys. So you got a V-band spike on volume. You buy right there. This is going through $1. It goes all the way up to $1.47. COCP. That's where I got this pick from 90. It went to 245. From $1.47, it went to 245. CODX from 325 went up in 4 days, 640%. Let's take a look at CODX. Because Mike picked it before the big move. So here's the CODX winner at 95 cents. Here's CODX again at 305. So let's look at them both. These are both swing picks I picked at two different marks and why I picked them. The first time you could see was on 11/17 of 2019. You got CODX at 95 cents. No one even knew about it. It's trading right here, 67,000 shares. No one knows about it, but it's in a base breakout. I'm looking for it to go test 2 and break out through $1.24 and $1.20. The risk is 96. So you have 1 penny of risk. The upside is huge. I think it can go 2 and then even $3 right here on the right. 17.1 million in the float, 4% owned by mutual funds. Look, increased earnings estimates for 2 years. They're going to go from a loss of 50 to a loss of 3. Can you imagine if they did that? And last quarter, 500% increase in earnings, coming out with earnings on 11/14. Oh, mamacita. This stock went up huge. And this was on 11/8 of 2019. Then I picked it again on 2/21 of 2020. It broke out right where I showed you, right in here, and it went to 360 from 95 cents. Can you believe that? Yep. So then it created, look at this, a 99 relative strength. 2.4 million in volume from 60,000 average. Now this thing's trading like a beast, 5 million a day. 17.3 million in the float, 3% owned by funds. And look, from 50 cents to 17 cents, they did 500 that last quarter. Now they just did earnings again where I showed you, and they did 300%. So the stock from 4, I think it could go through. You saw where it went. It went up to $20 a share. CODX right there. CODX 2405 in 4 days. iBio went from 38 cents to $3, 702%. iBio, same thing, same chart, same fundamental characteristics on the swing side. Why did it go big like that? There's the big winner right here. iBio, same thing. You got a base breakout right in here. Little base. So you got a 21 right here, this red, this 21, and a 32 and a 34. So what's the risk? It's going to go down to 34. Big deal. It's 2 cents. 2 cents on the risk. You're already above the 34 and the 32. You're going to go test 58. with insider buy, this 58.61. Then you're going to go test $1.40, 59.3 and 10%. Look at this. 1 good quarter, 2 good quarters, 3 good quarters, 4 good quarters. The C and the A is there. They proprietary technology for the production of vaccines and proteins, looking for the move higher. New swing pick, earnings coming due on 2/13. I already know what the earnings are. Blow away. Stock went from 36 cents on 26 million at that time, and it went to 305. And that's my favorites on the swing side. It's more fundamental and same sort of rail grind technique to ride them babies out, man. And you don't want to follow me. I do a lot of things. I send it out on my Twitter, guys. Follow me there, 56,000 followers. I send out some good things. Always live for my show. Did some live trading on the Apple this morning. Here's one of my boys bought this YFI right here. One of my coin picks I told him to buy at $2.92. Could you imagine buying that? Did a V-band rail grind. Let's picture. Okay. Picture 295 going through 3. I told him Heinz 3. Look, he bought 292. He bought 295. He added 296. See that? What is that, a sell? YFI? I don't know what that is. Maybe. But the stock went, the coin is at $39,000 a coin. 39,000 from two to 39,000, dudes. Can you imagine that? So that's that. And that's all I got. My Mojo website. Oh, yeah. You got to check out the Mojo Day Trading website, guys. My boot camp. I'll open up a couple of spots for you. Go to MojoDayTrading.com. I think they're going to supply you a link. Boot camp. Come and trade with me. My newsletters go out on Sunday. That's for swing trading, but this is all going to be about day trading. It's Tuesday night, tomorrow, September 1st to Rooney, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th from 8 to 10 p.m. It'll be recorded, so if you miss it, you can always watch it, and it will be in Mojo University for the future watches at any time. But that's only for the people that get involved with this new course. It's not anything for the old courses. Those are gone and have been removed. This is my new material, and the new material is going to be a condensed version of the previous Mojo universities that I've taught with some new money management and pricing on the ladder techniques that I'm going to share with you all with tracking sheets and coaching. And that's pretty much it. So go to Mojo Day Trading Bootcamp, sign up. All my 30 spots are done, but I'll take some new spots in because it starts tomorrow. So how many new people could I get? I'd love to have any new people that come aboard. 30, 35 makes no difference to me. So that's pretty much it, what I got to say. Thanks for listening to me and about pricing, volume, V-bands, Marabuzus, the stochastics with the rail grind. And that's it. Why do I call it the rail grind? That's a good question. Let me show you this. One image. And then this is a learning board that I teach in Mojo University. This is how I teach. So if you come up here to the rail grind, this is one of the learning boards. So right here, you could see he's on the chairlift. You see? Look, very simple. The stocks, you bought it here. 1, 2, 3. It's just starting to move. Get on the chairlift. Okay, he's on the chair. You see? You see, it's above 80%, keeping it above 80%. Look, right here. See? It moved up. He's on the chairlift. Boom. Right now, he's skiing. He's skiing. He's on the rail. What is the rail? The rail's this. Learning. I got to type in rail. Okay. That's the rail grind. See the guy on the snowboard riding the rail? This is the rail. The line. The line going right across, 80%. That's the rail right here. And as long as this stays above 80%, you're golden. Look. See, he's above it. And look, see this? These little up and downs, he's doing tricks because the stock's spiking up and down above. So that's it, man. You still look how long that rail grind was. Beautiful. That's the rail grind. Once the trade gets above the second green bar, it'll move into rail grind, keeps going. The profits stay on the red line. It crosses back under 80%. The trade's over. Beautiful. See that? And that's how I work it. That's how I teach it. It's what I do. It's called the rail grind. Good questions. And that's it, guys.